Hey guys, it's Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. How's everybody doing? I am back to do my update, and those of you who have asked about me, how my surgery went, thank you for your concern. The surgery went really well, and I am healing up very nicely. I don't have any pain, but my energy level still kind of wavers back and forth. I have my appointment for my 6-week checkup next week, and so the only thing that really bothers me is I am still under the lift restriction, nothing over 10 pounds, which really sucks for someone who's so used to doing everything on their own. But yeah, I'm doing good. The surgery, the one thing that really surprised me was how the anesthesia affected me after the surgery. Right after the surgery, I'm in the hotel, I'm in the hospital, and they bring me some food, and I can't eat it because my mouth was not producing any saliva. I chewed on the same piece of meat for like 15 minutes and I just couldn't get it to go down. And that took a couple of days to clear up. And then the other thing is my vision. My near vision really took a downturn. So needless to say, my stitching right afterwards, the only thing I could work on was my flag of stars because it was such large count fabric. But thankfully that cleared up before too long and I was able to get back to my normal stitching. I've been taking it easy, so I'm getting some stitching done. I'm also doing a bit of gaming on the computer, and of course I'm watching a crap ton of Flosstube and doing some online shopping. That's the one thing about sitting around, spending time on the computer and Flosstube. Yeah, you do some shopping. Alright, so I'm gonna get right into the usual whips and finishes and some stash enhancement and a couple other things. So, first thing is the patriotic pillow exchange that I did. Here is the pillow that I received. So cute. I love it. And the backer fabric, I absolutely adore this stuff. So nice. And then patriotic sal that we did on Cross Stitch It's Fun. I did this cute little pattern from Samsara, and the only thing I need to do is to add the little white star button there when I go to make it into an FFO. Not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking this might be a good little plaque or maybe a cube. We'll see. The next thing I'm going to show you is my completed flag of stars. Yeah, I love this pattern. It's just something about it spoke to me the first time I saw it, and I'm happy I finally got around to stitching it. Again, this was on really like 18 count even weave using pearl cotton over 2 threads, so it is big stitches. That's why I was able to do it when my eyes weren't all that great. And I saw a really cool idea for finishing this into an FFO, something really different. One girl took a little American flag that you buy, the little tiny ones, and she sewed this to the flag, so it had a little pole to hang it from. That was pretty cool. Alright, so next This is my FFO for this past couple of months. And here it is. This is the retro style that I did. I found this Pac-Man pattern online. It was a little free pattern. I did it on some old, just this remnant of black Ada that I had. And it turned out so cute. I got the piece of wood from Hobby Lobby. I had to trim it. It was the right width here, but it was a little too long, so I had my husband trim it off. I painted it red because that's my son's favorite color. And of course this is gonna be for him. And just got 2 little eye hooks to put a cord to hang it. And on the back I wrote the little message to him. So if he might hang on to this for into his adulthood, so that would be kind of cool to see this on the back when he looks at it. So this is going to go hang in his room right next to his bed. Alright, now we're on to whips. This is, well, you've seen it before, my flower of the month. This block has taken me a while to do. It's not really difficult, but this is my on-the-go stitch, and I just haven't done a whole lot of on-the-go recently. And of course that period of time when my eyesight just wasn't good enough to work on this. But I've gotten quite a few stitches done on it just these past week, so it's coming along. And again, I'm not any hurry to do this. It's just something that I'm just going to keep plodding along until it's done. So then my next whip is the one that I did for the Something New Sal. It's the needleworker. This is how far I got. And this is my little bird Charlie. He's so cute. And I'm having fun stitching on this. So every once in a while I get the urge to work on it, and that's when I do. My next whip is this little guy. Little pine cone ornament from the hill, and that's only as far as I've gotten. And then next I have the Frosted Pumpkin, A Very Merry Christmas Town. I signed up for it and I got everything I needed. I got started on it. I don't know, can you see the white? I did that white. And then I realized I wasn't really enjoying it. I just wasn't feeling any real excitement for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I put it aside, and I'm gonna wait and see what the rest of the pattern looks like. Maybe once I see the rest of the pattern, I'll get the desire to finish this. But right now it's just not there. And my last whip that I'm gonna show you, of course, it's the big one. Here is Emerald Mermaid. This is what I have finished so far. And she's been kind of my focus this past week. I got all of the DMC cross stitching done in her tail and abdomen. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to do the krennic in that same area next, or if I want to move up and do either her skin or some of the seaweed floral garland on her. But yep, she's looking good. And as you can see, I made a new grime guard for this massive frame, and I'm working on a tutorial for that, so you'll see that pretty soon. Alright, let me put that back where it was. So that is all of my whips and FFOs and FFOs. Next thing is Flosstube. Yep, I got caught up on my subscriptions. It took me a while, a lot longer than I thought for this last batch of videos. And the reason for that is, holy cow guys, tags. So many tag videos. We love watching them, but there's just been, it's like doubled the content on Flosstube recently. And I was thinking about, why is that? Why all of a sudden so many tags being done? And I think I figured it out. Before, you know, someone put out a tag and they go, here guys, here's some questions, answer them if you want to. And then we had Teresa Little Stitcher, hi Teresa, put out her tag, and it was a, oh, hey guys, please, I need information, can you answer these for me, I would be so happy. And of course, people responded to that, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do the tag. And then they figured, well, since I'm doing one tag, let me work on all the others. So yeah, that's why it's taken a while. So I blame Teresa. But I'm gonna do the tag too. Eventually. I got a list of videos that I want to do. So. And since I'm caught up on my subscriptions, I finally sat down and went through and found all the newbies, all the folks that have started making videos. I think the last time I added new people was back in June, so it's quite a list. It's like over 60 people, and there's over 350 videos. So it's going to take me a little while to work through that. I'm going to be keeping up on my normal subscriptions on, you know, on the daily. And then once I finish each day's normal subscriptions, I'll start whittling down on the newbie list that I have. Alright. Like I said, sitting around, recuperating, and watching lots of Flosstube causes a bit of online shopping. So I'm going to do my stash enhancement now. I think I've stopped calling it a haul. It's a stash enhancement. I like that term much better. Alright, we're going to start with when I was up in Albuquerque for my 2-week post-op appointment. I got to stop by Stitcher's Garden, and this is one of the things I bought there. I had emailed her and asked her if she could get this for me, because as soon as I saw it on 123 Stitch, I wanted it. And the other thing that I contacted her about to ask if she would get for me is this guy. A little bit more glare now because I have natural sunlight coming through the window. But I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. It says, if you are reading this, then you are blissfully unaware of what's creeping up behind you. I'm gonna do just normal floss. Looking at the pattern, it doesn't really need any of the hand-dyed, variegates. Fabric though, I think I've decided I'm gonna try to dye my own fabric, so we'll see how that turns out. And while I was at Stitcher's Garden, I did a little shopping. This little pattern, little Lizzie Kate Chicks kit, comes with the fabric and some beads. This was in the free pile, so I grabbed this one. And then I got this one. Carolyn did this for for her daughter, and it turned out really awesome. And it's cool because it's really, it lends itself to changing to how you want it to look, the colors and the layout. So it's a good little pattern to have, because eventually my son will graduate. 10 years. Yeah, I got 10 years. And since the sunlight is causing more glare than I'm accustomed to, since I usually film at night and I have nice diffused light in front of me, I'll take it out of the bag. And this little Lizzie Kate pattern, so cute. I love the hiss. And it comes with a little packet of buttons and beads for the eyes on the critters. So that one is cute. And then I've seen this one on someone's blog, or maybe even someone's video, I'm not sure. I think it was a blog. But I really liked it, so I picked up this pattern. So cute. And it's, I think it's really cool because I can use, you know, like the little snowman for a little ornament, or the little snowflake for something. So nice, I like it. And then this little one I thought was so cute because it's little kittens in the various seasons, and they're tiny little stitches. See, they are 21 by 21 stitches. And then the last thing I got at Stitcher's Garden was the pocket sampler by Heart and Hand for baby. And it came with the little charm. So that was a good deal. And of course, I don't know a whole lot of people that are having babies right now, but I will probably at some point be able to use this. Alright, so next thing is something that I found on eBay. I got a really good deal on it. Alright, it is the Ho 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 pattern. Special Edition Christmas Kit 2007. And it comes with pattern and fabric and floss. So this one I'm gonna really enjoy stitching. And then I made a 1, 2, 3 stitch order when they had some sales. I got this Mill Hill kit. Oh, there we go, much better. This one is Father Frost. And then I got the Diamond Holiday Ornament. That one's cute. And then this ornament called Holly. Yeah, because it has holly design on it. I had probably all of the ornaments in my cart at the time, but that was just a little bit too much money to spend, so I had to pick up my favorites. I also picked up a grab bag. It is a 28 count Caribbean blue Joblin and a grab bag of 6x6 pieces of it. Look at that color. Oh, I will definitely find a use for these. So nice. Alright, and then the other, let's see, four things from 1, 2, 3 Stitch was this pattern. I really liked it. It is the Trilogy Friendship, and then the Trilogy Winter Lineup. This one was adorable. Absolutely adorable. So I got that. And then I've seen this one on a blog somewhere, and I always really liked it. It is this one right here, the Cardinal. It is Button Up Birdies by the Victoria Sampler. In this one you have your December Cardinal and your November Chickadee. So cute. The one thing with this pattern that I'm having a little bit of trouble with is they say to use, there's 2 beads, a petite bead in a red color and a gunmetal color by SJ Designs. I had to look them up, and getting a hold of that brand of beads is not going to be easy, so I'm looking for possible substitutions. And then I picked up this pattern, Noel Banner by Joan Elliott. I actually have this somewhere. I bought it some time ago I actually got it from Hirschner's back then. And I've been wanting to do it recently, and I have torn apart the house looking for it. I cannot find it, so I bought another one, and you know, if it just so happens that now that I bought another copy, if I run across the other copy, the original, I'll do a giveaway. But this is absolutely gorgeous when it's stitched up. Alright, moving on. When I was at Joann's, they had quite a few of these I Love Cross Stitch books, and I looked through them all, and this is the one that I picked to do because 2 reasons. That bunny alphabet, isn't that just almost too cute? I love that. And the other one, well, I guess I'll see if I can show you what's all in here. Let's see. There's a Noah's Ark alphabet. I don't know if you can really tell. There's little dollies for the bookmark, the space travel alphabet. There's a cat's one, a baby's alphabet, ballerina's alphabet, a tumbling teddy's alphabet, and then the bunny, and dinosaurs. If you want a better view of any of these particular alphabets, just let me know. I'll throw up a quick little video on this book. Better, but the other one that I really wanted was the space travel alphabet. I think my son would really like his name done in that. So again, it's ABC Fun. Book I got from Joann's. Alright, so moving on to internet shopping. The rest of the stack is actually a product of patterns that I've been looking for. I've seen them in videos, on blogs. One of them was stitched up at the Stitcher's Garden, but she didn't have the pattern anymore. And each one of these, I went looking for them originally. I had trouble finding them, so I kind of gave up, and then something spurred my interest again, and I started to track each one of them down. And I don't know if my internet investigative skills have gotten better, or if there's just more information out on the internet, more pictures, more people's blogs, more merchant sites, you know, who knows. But I was very successful. Here is Winter by Homespun Elegance. Winter Welcome. This seems to be like an out of print pattern. It was kind of tough to find it. I had placed an order with one website, and then she contacted me like a couple days later and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't actually have that in my stock." So she refunded me my money, and then I managed to find another site in the past couple weeks that I could order it from. I think I ordered it from Yarn Tree. Pretty sure, because I ordered some extra Q-snap clamps from them, because they're the Q-snap distributor. Yarn Tree owns the company for Q-snap, and I like to order. They have clamps that are marked for old frames. You know, they're very specifically marked. These are for these old frames. So they're odd sizes, which is great for when I like to cobble odd sized frames together by mixing and matching the different pieces. So those in between size clamps come in handy. Okay, so the next one. I originally saw this little guy on a blog like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, maybe a year and a half ago. Let's see. I went looking for the magazine because the person whose blog it was really good about listing where she got the pattern, and it was a issue of the World of Cross Stitch. I went looking for that issue and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I had to give up at that point. Well, recently I'm looking through Google Images for some other things, and I come across a picture of this little stitch again, and that's what caused me to go looking again. And so I went looking for the magazine, still couldn't find an issue for sale. And then I realized, well, let me search on the designer's name, which is Valerie Pfeiffer. Let me see, I wrote it down to make sure I had it right. Yep, Valerie Pfeiffer. And as it turns out, she designs for Heritage Crafts. So, needless to say, I went to So-and-So and I ordered my little Christmas chickadee. How adorable is that? Ah! So, it comes as a kit with the floss, DMC floss, and Zweigart fabric, I believe. They did not have the even weave kit available, but since it's a small stitch, I can easily swap out the fabric for some even weave. But yeah, that makes me happy. And of course, while I was on there, I did a little bit of looking around, and I bought this kit. It is a chorus line. This little branch with all the chickadees on it. So cute. Again, Valerie Pfeiffer. Called, Chorus Line. And this is kit with floss and even weave fabric. So, yeah, so cute. And one other pattern that caught my eye while I was on there, and it was on sale, so is this one. There we go. Love the look of this. It is a John Clayton cross stitch connections called Calla Lily, of course, and it is a kit with even weave in it, so I love it. And now it is a full coverage stitch, so I might swap out and do Ada for the stitch and then use that piece of even weave for something else. We'll see. Okay, so that's it for so-and-so. The next thing, get my notes, I saw this a while back on a video done by Small Town Stitcher, and I loved the pattern. At the time I saw it, I went looking for it, and I really didn't have any luck. When I was organizing my video cues, I saw her little video icon on the side, and it shows a picture of that stitch. So, of course, it jogged my memory about it, and I went looking for it. And it took me a while because the name of it is not on the patterns booklet, because it's actually a pattern. I forget the designer's name. I should have written it down. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll look it up and put it in the description. She has stopped designing mainly because of the whole copyright infringement business. So that's why her pattern, her design was so difficult to find. I finally found it on a website based in China, but it was an easy site to navigate because it had a little button to translate to English, so I really didn't have any problem ordering this. It took a little while. Actually, it didn't take very long to get here. I mean, it wasn't super quick, but this actually came faster than the next thing I'm going to show you. So here it is. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And the one thing that's real interesting about this pattern is this little mistletoe. Part of that is stitched 1/1. So that makes this pattern very interesting to work with. And that's why you more or less, in my opinion, you have to do it on even weave. But yeah, I'm happy that I found this, and it came as a kit with fabric and floss. Now let me see if I can figure this out. It says, trying to figure out if it says what count this fabric is. It doesn't. Well, I'll figure it out. And I don't know if I want to do it on this fabric or not. That's something I'll have to decide when I get around to stitching this up. Alright, so the next item is, I went looking for this because I was enabled by Stitching May. Hi, Megan. At the time, it is an out of print pattern. At the time I went looking for it, I had a real hard time finding it. I found a site that said it was in stock, so I placed an order, and then she contacted me and said, no, I actually don't have that in stock, so she refunded me the money. And I kind of gave up then. Well, recently when I was doing all of these other, patterns that I've been looking for, I figured I'll give this one a try again. And I managed to find it on a website, I think based out of, was it Germany or Britain? I think it was Germany. I don't know. If you're interested, I will let you know. I think I may have gotten the last one. So my apologies for that. But the pattern is Emerald Dragonfly by Nora Corbett. So yeah, it took some doing, but and the website, I think. No, the website was in Italy. It was based out of Italy. I had a little bit of trouble with placing the order. I managed to do well enough with finding the item, putting it in my cart, putting in my information for, you know, an address to send it to, and then I chose to pay for it via PayPal. Well, then it linked me up with PayPal, but then it couldn't go all the way to PayPal. It stopped with a little web page that basically said that the information I gave them doesn't match up with the information that was in my PayPal account for my address information. And I mean, the information was still there, but because Europe organizes their addresses differently than the United States, it didn't look the same, even though the information was there. It just wasn't in the right places. So I went back to their website and I tried to move the elements of my address around to see if it would fix, and it didn't. I tried for like an hour to fix that, and then I tried to go back and see if I could tell it, forget PayPal, let me just put in a credit card, but it wouldn't let me. So what I did is I sent an email to the admin for the website, or the owner of the website, and I explained the problems I was having, and she replied very quickly, and I had given her my PayPal ID, and she sent me a PayPal invoice, so it was quick and easy to deal with. And this, yeah, these were ordered pretty much on the same day. China got here before Italy. I think that's because China has a mail system that's set up, it's like a express to go between China and the States, so that stuff actually travels a lot quicker than you know, Europe usually does. So yeah, I think this is gonna be something that I definitely want to do. I don't know when. I think I'll have to finish Emerald Mermaid first before I start an Emerald Dragonfly. Yeah. I hate sticky stuff on packaging. Alright, so get it out of the way. And then the other thing, I have so been waiting for this to show up in my mailbox because I have the subscription through the britsubs.com site. Is the World of Cross Stitching magazine, because of, and you guys have seen this pattern on a number of videos, but I love it, so I do believe I'm going to join the Sal on this Blackwork hummingbird. So pretty, so pretty. We have hummingbirds that frequent our backyard, so my husband got some really good pictures of them a few days back, so I think I'll try to add them to the end of the video so you guys can see that. But yeah, I think this little guy is going to be fun to stitch. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Alright, one more thing. Make sure that I did cover everything that I wanted to talk about. Yes. The only other thing is one more thing that I got from 123 Stitch is I ordered a spool of the DMC Diamant. There's not a whole lot of information about this stuff out there because it's not well known. My LNS didn't even know what it was. I ordered, like I said, I ordered this off 123 Stitch. They have all the colors. DMC, it doesn't seem like they really marketed this. Hardly at all, so that's why people just don't know about it. But it is like their new attempt at doing a metallic thread, and it feels really good. It feels like it's gonna be really nice to work with. And see if you can see that. This is the white, and I don't know if you can see shimmery to it. This is definitely going to get used at some point for snow or something like that. But yeah, I think this is going to work out really good. It's a nice thick thread and it's really flexible, so it should be nice to work with. When I do get around to using it, I will let you guys know what I think. I think from now on, whenever I place an order with 123 Stitch, I will throw another color of this into my cart, so then I can build up a little stash of this, because you never know what pattern you're going to find the inspiration to use something like this in. And that's not expensive. Let's see if I can... There is 38.2 yards of thread, and that equates to about 35 meters of this stuff on this spool. So that's a decent amount on here for a decent price. So, alright, so that's all I had for today. I videoed a tutorial last night, so once I get this processed and uploaded, I will upload the tutorial too. So, see you guys later. Happy stitching!